Hello, welcome to our chat. I'm John Salazar and I'm with Lisa Bensi. Yes, let's get to the point. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, and fellow citizens, today, I stand before you to address a significant development that has captured the attention of the nation and the world. I am here to share with you the news that has been making headlines. I can tell you now, officially, that former President Donald J. Trump has been criminally indicted in the state of Georgia in a prosecution brought by the Fulton County District Attorney, Fani Willis. This news carries profound implications, not just within the realms of law and politics, but also for the very foundations of our democracy. Regardless of our personal affiliations or beliefs, we must recognize that the indictment of a former president is an event of exceptional gravity. The charges and the legal process that will follow are sure to fuel intense discussions and debates across our society. Supporters of the former president might view this as a politically motivated move, while others may see it as a necessary step to ensure that even those who have held the highest office are held accountable for their actions in a society that values the rule of law. Every individual, regardless of their position, must be subject to the same legal principles and standards. This moment underscores the principle that no one is above the law, and the justice system must carry out its duties impartially. As we navigate these uncharted waters, it is important to remember the significance of due process and the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. The legal process will unfold, evidence will be presented, arguments will be made, and ultimately, a decision will be reached. The case of Donald J. Trump's indictment will undoubtedly raise questions about the intersection of politics and law, the role of our justice system, and the broader implications for our society. It is crucial that we approach these discussions with respect for differing opinions and a commitment to upholding the integrity of our democratic institutions. While this news may generate strong emotions and passionate conversations, let us not lose sight of the importance of maintaining a civil discourse. Our democracy thrives when we engage in informed and respectful dialogue, even in the face of challenging circumstances. As we move forward, let us keep a watchful eye on the unfolding legal proceedings and the impact this case may have on our society as a whole. It is through understanding, empathy, and a commitment to the values that define us as a nation that we can navigate these complex moments and emerge stronger as a society. Yes, Lisa, what do you think about the case of ex-President Donald Trump?
Yes, John, finally, it's my turn. Thank you very much.
Come on, Lisa, next time we chat, you're the first, okay?
Yes, that would be great. This way you can rest.
Yeah, fine. I am an old man.
Can I start now?
Yeah, the studio is yours.
Thank you. In my opinion, first and foremost, it is crucial to approach any news with a healthy dose of skepticism and a commitment to seek the truth. In this era of information proliferation and sensationalism, we must be cautious not to jump to conclusions based on incomplete or unverified information. The notion of a criminal indictment against a former president is not only a matter of legal significance, but also a substantial political event, and such claims must be rigorously examined before being accepted as fact. Secondly, the legal system operates under the principle of innocent until proven guilty. This cornerstone of justice ensures that any individual, regardless of their status, is entitled to a fair trial and a presumption of innocence until proven otherwise beyond a reasonable doubt. Prematurely declaring someone guilty based on mere allegations or accusations undermines this principle and erodes the fundamental values of justice that our society is built upon. Furthermore, the judicial process is complex and multifaceted, involving the careful examination of evidence, legal arguments, and due process rights. It is important to remember that indictments can be influenced by a range of factors, including political motivations, public opinion, and media coverage. Therefore, it is essential to let the legal system take its course and avoid rushing to judgment based on partial information. Lastly, The notion of a criminal indictment against a former president carries significant political implications. It has the potential to further divide an already polarized society, exacerbate political tensions, and distract from pressing issues that demand our attention. We should be wary of allowing such matters to overshadow more important concerns that affect the well-being of our nation and its citizens. In conclusion, while the idea of a criminal indictment against former President Donald J. Trump may be compelling and generate significant attention, we must exercise caution and prudence in our response. The principles of fairness, due process, and a commitment to truth should guide our stance on this matter. Let us not be swayed by sensationalism, but rather rely on the pillars of justice that have guided our society for centuries.
I think this issue is getting too big. At this point, people want to be confused. I think it's a trap set for the upcoming election. These traps are the work of Donald Trump opponents. In fact, what is wanted to be shown is to humiliate Donald Trump against the people. I think we agree on this.
Absolutely. That's my gut feeling too. It just seems like we're heading down that path again. I mean, the way things are going. I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump ends up losing in the next election as well. It's like he has this knack for getting himself into trouble, and it's not doing him any favors. Let's see how it all unfolds, but I can't help but feel like history might repeat itself.
You know, it's hard to ignore the similarities between what's happening now and some past events, particularly the situation that unfolded in Turkey. It's like there's a playbook being followed. And it's quite unsettling. In Turkey, there was a deliberate effort to discredit and disqualify certain politicians by launching campaigns to defame them. And here, well, it seems like a somewhat familiar script is being used. The tactic of trying to tarnish someone's reputation to gain a political advantage is deeply troubling on a moral level. It's a strategy that's aimed at sidelining individuals from the political arena rather than engaging in a fair and substantive debate. To see this potential scenario playing out once again, but on a different stage, leaves me with a sense of unease. I think it's important to recognize the consequences of such actions. They erode the public's trust in the democratic process and the political institutions that are meant to serve the people. When people begin to question the motives behind these smear campaigns, it can lead to a sense of disillusionment and apathy, which ultimately harms the democratic fabric of a nation. So, when I see what's unfolding and consider the potential implications, I can't help but feel a deep concern. We should be striving for open and honest political discourse, where ideas are debated on their merits rather than resorting to character attacks. The parallels between past events and the current situation serve as a reminder of the importance of safeguarding the principles that underpin a healthy democracy. Freedom is the reason America is America. This freedom should not restrict anyone else.
You are right, restricting someone is not freedom. However, the realm of politics is truly intricate and multifaceted. It involves a complex interplay of ideologies, policies, interests, and historical context, influenced by cultural and global dynamics. To understand it fully, we need to delve beyond surface-level actions and appreciate the underlying motivations and power struggles that shape decisions. Simplistic explanations fall short in capturing its complexity, requiring us to adopt a nuanced perspective to grasp its true nature.
So, you say that if there is complexity, there is benefit. Yes, let's end here, Lisa. Because I'm bored. In fact, I have work to do. Is there anything you wanted to add?
No thanks, John.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow citizens. I encourage each and every one of you to share your thoughts openly. If there's something weighing on your mind, a perspective you believe needs to be heard, I wholeheartedly invite you to express it by leaving your valuable insights in the comments section. Your voice matters. And this platform is a space where your ideas can contribute to a richer and more vibrant dialogue. So don't hesitate. Take this opportunity to be a part of the conversation and help shape the discourse that shapes our shared future.